If your squat has stalled and you're feeling weak as fuck on it and you can't seem to get any stronger, then this video is for you. So without further ado, let's get into why your squat sucks. Like with anything in life, we start at the beginning. How you start the lift is going to dictate how you perform and how you finish it. If you have a weak start, you're going to have a weak performance and a weak finish. And that's not what we want. So my first tip to you is be more rigid with your unrack. If you've got 3 or 4 plates on that bar, you cannot be unracking softly. You need to be rigid. You need to be a solid foundation. You want your feet underneath the bar before you've even unracked. You're going to pull the bar into your back. This is a big one. People just seem to have it and just kind of try and balance it on their shoulders. You need to pull that bar into you. Unrack with intent and force. These may sound trivial. It becomes second nature. And when you start not thinking about it, you start going through the motions. And when you start having heavier and heavier weight on the bar, you need to ensure that you are ticking all the boxes. You cannot go in with a weak unrack, because if you're trying a weight you've never tried before, you're going to fold like a deck chair. And nobody wants that. Bracing. This is where a lot of people mess up. You might think you're bracing properly, but the truth is, you're probably not. Most lifters think bracing is taking a breath and sucking their stomach in. That's wrong. That's going to set you up to fail. Proper bracing is breathing into your stomach and almost pushing it out. Think about that moment where you're bracing yourself to sneeze and your core tightens automatically. That's what you want. Imagine someone was going in to punch you in the stomach and you're bracing and you're tensing, waiting for that impact. That is what you want. This is the feeling we're going for. By doing this, we increase intra-abdominal pressure, which helps your spine stay more rigid and overall gives you a more stronger, stable squat. Think of your core like a fuel tank. If it's not full, it ain't going to be explosive. Programming. I'm going to be honest. Your programming might suck. If you're squatting 3 plates and 6 weeks later, you can't get an extra rep, or at least it feels a little bit easier, that's a problem. Your program should be making the weight feel at least consistent, if not better, but never worse. This could be a fatigue issue. You might need more recovery between sessions, but before cutting volume or load, ask yourself this: how is my recovery actually looking? On the flip side of this, it might be a stimulus issue, which simply put means you might not be doing enough to actually prompt any adaptations. You might need more squat exposure, you might need more leg accessories, or just overall, just higher intensity. I've saved the best till last because it seems trivial, but I would say this is going to be the biggest problem for a lot of people. And this is recovery, and it ties directly into your programming. If your recovery is poor, it doesn't matter how well you train, your results are going to be trash. Recovery means this: quality sleep, proper nutrition, adequate hydration, and that means more than drinking tea, coffee, energy drinks. This means actually getting water in you. Managing stress levels. A lot of people underestimate stress, but it can snowball very quickly. When stress goes up, self-care slips, late night doom scrolling is introduced again, meals get skipped, more alcohol to manage the stress, worse sleep. If you can fix your recovery, everything else gradually improves. These may seem like small trivial fixes, but these small things add up into the big picture. You'd be surprised by just even starting to try and change one of these things and gradually improve on it, it can affect how you perform with your squat or any lift a lot. I really hope you found this helpful. These are things I've had to take into consideration with my own programming and when programming other clients, and it's helped my squat massively, and I know it will help yours too. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Drop me a like and a follow if you haven't already. I really greatly appreciate it.